Hey guys, this is just a quick video to give you a visual example of how your research document could look. So separate from your essay and your works cited page for your drama essay, I've asked you to include a research document. And I, again, have given you kind of like bare bones instructions for this just because I don't want you to focus overly on spend a lot of time and energy on formatting a document in a specific way. So the idea behind the research document is just for you to keep track of your source material. This is a habit that I got into in grad school because I would lose, find something really cool and then I'd lose it, or I was always kind of a chaotic researcher. So if you're a chaos researcher as well, you'll be okay. And I just want to, so this is the simplest way that I found to just keep track of your sources. If you are into it, there are all sorts of different apps for this. They come out with new ones all the time. Keeping track of your research becomes more important the further you get in your academic career. So if you're in we've only got to do 3 sources for this one, but by the if you transfer to a 4-year school, by the time you're a senior and doing a thesis, sometimes those things are 20, 30, 20 pages long. And then you get to grad school, if you do a thesis, then it's 100 pages or something. So a lot of if you're working with a lot of source material, this is a good way to keep it straight. So I'm just going to show you kind of what the directions ask for. So first thing, I've named it as a research document example, and we are going to pretend that I'm going to write about Susan Glaspell's trifles for my for my essay, and we're going to pretend that I'm going to use this journal article here. So the first thing I'm going to do for my research document is pull this citation. So we will pretend that I have read this article through and I'm okay, yeah, not thoroughly, right? I've skimmed it. And I've decided, what? I definitely do think that I could use this article in my essay. So first thing I'm going to do is grab that MLA citation. That way I don't even have to worry about it. Moving forward, I don't have to come back to here if I don't want to. I can just hit cite. I'm going to use MLA up here, and I'm just going to copy and come over here and paste it in. Now it may not, so it gives you the databases will give you the citation with all the stuff in order. So sometimes it's wrong, but we're just going to assume if you got it from the database that the citation is in good order, but it's not necessarily going to be in MLA format, because MLA format is going to ask you to put it in excuse me, Times New Roman font, and to do a hanging indent. And I'll show you a little bit about that here at the end, just for good measure. So, but for right now, I don't really care about formatting it. I just want to make sure that I get the content of the citation. So I've pasted that there. Awesome. And now I am also going to go ahead and get this stable link. So thing about the databases is that if you go up here and get this link, this one says stable, so it might be, but don't trust the box up here. It will have a place where you can get a stable link that is going to definitely take you back to this article. So the links on databases are not what's called stable, which means if I grab this up here, it may or may not bring me back to it. I think this one probably would, just because it says stable, just because of how the the information is set up on the databases. So don't trust this. Grab that stable link, which is what the assignment asks for. I'm going to paste that below so I know I can get back to here. And now I'm just going to start reading through here. I'm going to, grab some quotes. We're going to pretend this is an interesting piece of information that I might want to use in my essay. And then I'll go down here and let's see. This was on page 142. And I can put that, since I know I'm going to use MLA format, I'm going to go ahead and put that in parentheses at the bottom. And we'll see, I get, more information from down here. Or I might use something in this quote later on. And I'm not too worried about it yet. I'm going to put 146 as my page number. So the research document really is just a place to keep your citation, a link where you can get back to this easily, because sometimes that's an issue. If you like redo your search, it doesn't always work out so great. And then I'm going to paste like potential quotes that I will either use as a quote or I'll paraphrase, and I will paste that down here. I can also take notes here and be like, this article is really cool. So you could take notes here, paste your quotes. If there's page numbers, note those as well somehow. I just put it at the end. But that's really all you need to do for all of your sources is grab that citation, grab that stable link, and then take some notes. So I'll do another example. We'll do this one from Gail. Feminine reading and communication. Sure, why not? So first thing I'm going to do is pretend, oh, hey, I've scrolled through this and that looks like I can probably use it. So I'm going to cite it and I copy that. Then I'm going to come down here, paste the citation. Again, it's going to look different from this one up here. Not a big deal, not super worried. We will format it later. Right now, my main goal is to take notes. And then I'm going to hit get link, copy. See, it looks, the links and stuff look a little bit different if you're on different databases. So the link, the Gale literature looks different than JSTOR, but they're always, all the databases are always going to have a cite button and a stable link somewhere. So again, I'm just going to read through here, pretend to read them through here, and I'm going to grab this, like, oh, hey, maybe this is some interesting information. This one doesn't seem to have pages, and that's okay. And pretend like this is interesting. Put that down there. And pretend like this is interesting. Put that down there. So what I'm essentially creating is like a little notebook. So I've got my citation, I've got my link so I can get back to it, and then underneath it, I'm taking notes. Now, if this looks like just very chaotic to you and you want to organize it, fine, have at it. One thing you can do to make it clear when you move on to a different source is to make the source a heading. Heading one makes it big like that. And if you do that, it'll, like if I make this a heading, even though it looks big and stupid, over here in the navigation thing, which is what this button is, it'll actually like scroll between those different things. Okay. The thing is, like, now the formatting's weird. So format this however makes sense to you. What I'll be looking for is the citation, the link, and some notes or quotations that you've pulled from the text. All right, I'm going to do one more example, and I'm just going to do it from the main, just kidding, main library page. And we're going to pretend like I'm going to use this book. So again, even with the books here, you can click citation. We're in MLA 9th. I've copied it to my clipboard and I'm going to paste it there. It's available online. EBSCO. All right. And I'm just going to read the PDF full text. Again, you can download this. Like this is the whole book. So just if you download it, just know that it's the whole book, but you can also scroll through it here. So we'll pretend like, oh dang. Oh, I can't highlight it. Tools. Permalink. There we go. We'll get the permalink while we're at it. Clear that. So we got that permalink. And you know what? I am going to go ahead and just download this whole book. Or not. This is going to take forever. We'll just pretend that I've read this book, or that I've copied, that I've done it. So full text is available here. I was viewing the PDF, but it wouldn't let me select things to copy paste, which is kind of annoying. I wonder why that won't let me. Well, that sucks. Sorry if you're doing this, guys. So even like if you're in this position where you like can't get it to copy and paste, well, there, it kind of worked. I wonder what that actually does. Let's find out. Okay, so maybe it's because... All right, so if it copy pastes weird, if you're looking at an ebook, just know that that could be a thing. Technology is ever an exciting experience. Another thing you could do, I think, is Windows key Shift S for the snip tool, and you could even like snip things if you wanted to. See if that works. Yeah, that works. And I'd say that this is on page 88. So if all else fails, the snip tool, if you're using a regular Windows computer, it's Windows key Shift S, and it'll copy, it'll put an image in there. So that's fine too. The big thing is I don't really care how the formatting looks on your research doc, as long as you are including the link or the citation, the link, and some notes or quotes that you plan to use. So what I'm going to do just for my own edification is go ahead and I'm going to make this one here. I'm going to make this citation. Stop. So, y'all, I am good at computers. This happens to the best of us. It's not just you. I'm going to make it heading 1. And the thing about the headings is it gives you, you can scroll back and forth between them. So that's what your research document should look like. Just have the citation. I don't care. It doesn't need to be formatted correctly. The content needs to be correct. The font and stuff can be weird. So the citation, the link, and some notes or quotes that you may use in your essay. You don't have to use everything that you put in your research document into your essay. It's just a place to take notes. Okay. It is just a document for your research. Now, I'm going to show you how to create your works cited page using this stuff. So a lot of times people are really confused about their works cited page and how to do internal citations. And you know what? I'm going to make that a separate video. So I'm going to stop this one and start another.